picked up right where he left off.
As expected, off the draw, Montour controls again. Verhaeghe tries a seam pass and a good stick from DeBrusk.
That's why it's so dangerous having a guy like Reinhart who's so good in the middle of the ice, because even if he's not scoring the goals, it draws players to you. See it a lot in Dallas with Pavelski in the middle of the ice as well. They get a lot of opportunities down low finding seams, because guys that can tip pucks, hit the one-timer from the middle, just draw so much attention from the penalty kill.
Panthers are 1 for their last 11 on the power play in these playoffs. Having said that, though, as we said, 0 for 14 head up against the Bruins this year when you add in the regular season. Off the draw, Verhaeghe tries to dig in, and it's taken by Tkachuk behind the net. Barkov settles it down. Montour backhands 1-2 Verhaeghe across to Barkov. Montour one-time drive blocked in front. Verhaeghe gathers a back pass and keeping it alive at the point and sweeping it deep. Was Barkov moved further by Tkachuk, who gets a return. Tkachuk to Barkov. Barkov to Reinhart, down low, Tkachuk. Reinhart didn't shoot from his happy place, but the Bruins can't clear. Verhaeghe, a one-touch guided over from Reinhart. That floats into the slot, and it's cleared.
They needed that clear. Forward took that shot from Montour up high. Hit him high in the left shoulder, it looked like. He was a lot of discomfort. Made his way back to the bench for the change.
We'll keep our eyes on Derek Forbort. They do get the change. Marchand to take away, and he's tripped. And he will peel back, and that will allow Swayman to head to the bench. Delayed penalty coming, as now it is touched up by Rodriguez. 17:57 to go, first period. We'll have 14 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a Bruin power play.
Marchand's so dangerous on the penalty kill. He gets that puck and he tries to rag it. He tries to go offensively. Lundell just gets caught reaching there. Gets his stick in Marchand's skates. Brings him down. Play a little 4-on-4 for 14 seconds. Then Boston will get a chance with their power play.
The Panther penalty kill was 16 of 20 in the opening round against Tampa Bay. And they killed off 2 of 2 in game 1 against the Bruins, and there's Forbort heading up the tunnel and walking slowly at that. So at least for now, the Bees will be down to 5D.
Yeah, that was a hard shot from Montour too. Caught him up high. There's a lot of discomfort as soon as it hit him. Hopefully for Boston, he can make his way back.
So Brazeau only 14 seconds away from jumping out of the box. A brief 4-on-4, and then it will be a Boston power play. Marchand controls off the draw. Kills some time. Nice little pirouette. Checked by Forsling. Throws one towards the net. Blocked in front. And gathered by Losterainen. Muscles it to the wall and gets it out to the red line. Takes a hit from Charlie Coyle. Brazeau out of the box. The power play underway for Boston. Coyle drops. Marchand retreats. Nearly had his pocket picked by Stenlund, who's all over him. Stenlund does take the puck away, and he'll rag it back towards Forsling. Stenlund tries to control center circle. Pasternak jumps on it. Pasternak across the line. Marchand gathers it in. Flips it back to the point. McAvoy towards the net. Right through the crease. Marchand with Bobrovsky out of the net. Shot it right behind Bobrovsky. That close to a 1-0 Boston lead. DeBrusk gains the zone once again. This one's clear.
Marchand with a good chance there. One thing to look at, this power play for the Bruins is a little bit different. They have Marchand and Pasternak out there together. This is game 2. Last 2 games of the regular season of the Toronto series, they separated them. It went well for them early in the Toronto series, but they've been 0 for 6 since then. Try to put them back together, see if they get some offense going on the power play.
Second unit out now, with 40 seconds to go on the power play. Losterainen with a clear as he is able to squeeze it out to the red line. Tkachuk will carry it further. Short-handed. And takes a huge hit from Marchand as he tried to go between the legs. And Marchand laid him out. Geekie back the other way. Weaving his way through traffic. Gets the puck to the right wing corner. Settles it down back to the point. Saka sets up Lohrei. Bouncing shot to the far corner. And cleared. A race forward again, this time Barkov. He's got Saka back. He goes between the legs and rolls it off the outside of the Boston net. To the left of Swayman, now Reinhart. Picks up a loose puck in center. Hands it back to Forsling. Power play over. We are back at 5 aside, so each team kills off the opposition's man advantage. Forsling missed Lawrence, and we have our first icing call.
So go back and take a look at Forbort in front of the net. This is the shot he took up high. Looks like he takes it off of the upper arm, elbow area. Then Marchand on the power play with an unbelievable opportunity. Tough angle. That puck's rolling on him. If that puck is flat, it's in the back of the net. It's rolling on him. He puts it through, but misses that, but gets all of Tkachuk in the corner. Huge hit from Marchand. We're off to an exciting start early here.
Off the draw, Lindholm walks it in, shoots, and that deflected off Beecher on the way in. The follow-up by Carlo is trapped by Bobrovsky. Down to Leah.
Bob, Jeremy Swayman is making his 7th consecutive start and 8 of 9 in these playoffs. And with that, he's now over 50 games started in a single season for the first time in his NHL career. It's a new workload for him. And I asked him prior to the game how he's handling it mentally and physically. He says he's living in the moment. He understands what he needs to recover and prepare. And I will tell you, he is a very loose goaltender. The fact that he even spoke to me right before tonight's game says something, as traditionally tenders don't do that. But he has done his part, and he seems very prepared for this Bruins team so far in these playoffs.
Yeah, I was surprised he took that interview. I mean, the goalies I play with, you couldn't even talk to him during game day. That was his their teammates, so the fact he took the interview shows a lot about his personality.
Much less the media. Well, you're media now, so they don't want to talk to you no matter what. Yeah, welcome to the dark side. It's good to have you. Icing, it looks like, will be the call here once again. So it's going to come all the way back down to Florida's end. But now what against Jeremy Swayman? How do you beat a goaltender that right now seems to be seeing everything and playing with such confidence?
Well, I think you saw it earlier, right? It was Tkachuk trying to get in his head a little bit, make some traffic in front of him. I thought Boston did an unbelievable job boxing out and not letting guys to the interior. Even when there was rebounds, they tied up sticks and took bodies. So Florida's got to get behind Boston's D to have those second opportunities. You're not going to beat them with that first shot. It's going to be the rebound opportunities you're going to score on.
Oposo tied up, lost the puck. Fed back to the point, and a shot past Miss Brazo. Taken by Cousins, and he will fight through the stick contact of Van Riemsdyk and backhand one deep. In the left wing corner, Ekman Larson pinching in. Centering pass went right through his teammate, so Mikko Mikkola forced on the back pedal to the Panthers line. This one into the skates of Forbort, who is back on the bench and actually took a shift. So it's good to see he was able to return as quickly as he did. Lohrei around to Wotherspoon, further to DeBrusk and out. Montour got it out to the neutral zone. Tarasenko a one-touch. Missed connection there. Lohrei to DeBrusk. All the way around past Bobrovsky. Chipped further by Mikkola. Tarasenko tied up by DeBrusk at the half wall. Now it's back behind the net. Charlie Coyle tucked one out in front. Cleared by Rodriguez, not past Carlo. Carlo into the high slot. Long wrister. Stopped in front by Bobrovsky. It's available on the edge of the crease. And there was Stenlund to come in and clean up the loose change.
Yeah, Bobrovsky had a tough time finding that puck. DeBrusk came in, actually pitchforked Bobrovsky into the back of the net, but good clear there by Stenlund.
Forsling to Verhaeghe. A turnover. Pasternak played it up high. Lindholm a wrister. That floats in the air. Pasternak in the right wing corner, helped out by Geekie. In between those two, and winning the puck was Forsling. And now, or Forsling, and now out through the neutral zone. The Panthers move it. Here is Forsling. Shot pass, just missed the stick of Tkachuk to the left of Swayman. Ahead of steam across the line, McAvoy. Nifty little move to sidestep the Forsling check. But Barkov was there. And now an outlet, Verhaeghe through center. Verhaeghe will chip in again to the left of Swayman. Moved by Lindholm, past Kulikov. A rolling puck will be on net. Forced to play it as Bobrovsky. And Ekman Larson ahead to Kulikov. Further to Lundell. He was denied by Wotherspoon. Maroon. Feathers one in. Ekman Larson softly behind the net. Kulikov on the move. A little over 7 minutes gone by. A scoreless first period here in game 2. A convincing 5-1 win for the Bruins in game number 1. They're trying to take back-to-back road games. And that would be a very commanding advantage to go back to Boston. For the Panthers, They are the division champions, but these two teams in the regular season only separated by 1 point. And it was determined on the last couple of days of the regular season which would be the division champion.
Yeah, nothing grabs your attention as a team more when you lose game 1 on home ice. You realize how important that game 2 is.
Brazo to Van Riemsdyk. Backhander right through the crease. Frederick just about stabbed it home. A take back. Brazo through the skates of Van Riemsdyk. He'll track it down. Controls to the point. Slapped into traffic by Carlo. And Reinhart puts it behind the net. Gustav Forsling. Through center. Rims it around. Swayman stops it. Off to Brandon Carlo. Thanks a return to Laura. Marchand. Around Ekblad. Good poke. DeBrusk follows up. He's checked by Ekblad. Ekblad had a rough game 1. So seeing a shift like this has to be encouraging, Kelly, early on in game 2.
Exactly. I expected that response from Ekblad. Veteran guy, he's been around forever. Got a penalty coming up here.
Marchand freight trains Ekblad after the whistle and after the call. Lawrence was taken down. And it looks like DeBrusk to the box.
Boston 74, minor penalty for tripping.
So the Panthers will have their second power play opportunity when we return. As DeBrusk met Lawrence. And there's the trip. Man advantage for the Panthers. When we come back, the Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN are presented by Geico. Get more with Geico.
Wow, look at these seats. They're great.
Yeah, kind of thought I had the aisle, but...
Hot nuts, popcorn, bundle and save.
Nuts and popcorn and savings. Just like bundling your home and car with Geico.
Yeah, in fact, hot nuts are like home insurance.
I get it. The Gecko explained it pretty clearly.
Whoa!
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, hi.
Not you. The guy who helped me bundle my home and car. He's great.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
Probably thought you were somebody else.
Okay.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
We gave it more passenger space. We elevated the design. And with Google built-in, we made its tech intuitive. With the all-new Prologue, we've made it easy to go electric, just like you'd expect from a Honda. Honda, official vehicle of the NHL.
There you go, baby. Defense. Defense. We're gonna be here a while. Oh, that's crazy smooth. Yeah, I know. With AT&T 5G, my gaming's on point. Look at that. Ooh, saucy. It's almost like a real game. Poster.
Mom, what happened?
Did she pass? That's my girl.
Level up your gameplay with AT&T 5G.
Panthers back to the power play. We spoke to Paul Maurice before the game, and he wanted a better pace overall to his team's game.
They thought they were just slow, and that could be part of the long break they had, that 6 days off before last game. Sometimes it's hard to get your legs going, your emotions going. But early on tonight, you could tell they're skating. They go off to their second power play. I thought their first power play, they had a couple great opportunities for Hagee backdoor. I like Montour's mentality, too. Shoot that puck. Get pucks on the net.
Well, the Bruins have killed off 19 consecutive man advantages. But the Panthers get things set up. Barkov to Tkachuk. Snapped up top, Montour. Wrist shot blocked in front. Loose between the dots. And cleared. Good stick by Lindholm. One shot on net on the first power play for Florida, but it was a high-quality opportunity. Verhaeghe went backdoor, and Swayman made a terrific save. Here is Verhaeghe. Cross-ice pass finds its way through to Tkachuk. Plays to Montour. Looking for a shooting lane. Instead, a return. One-time drive, deflected wide. Verhaeghe! It hops up in the air and somehow knuckleballs and is skated free by Zacha.
It's good play by Montour there. There's an off-speed shot just to get a tip from Reinhart in front. Looked like he was going to hammer it through a little off-speed in there just to get tipped.
And now an errant pass forces Montour to get things started once again. 55 seconds to go on the power play as Rodriguez maneuvers through center. Across the Bruins line. Over to Tarasenko. Played to Montour. Walked in. That shot denied by Forbert. Kachuk had his shot blocked. Forbert got in the way. Kachuk between the legs. And that caroms out to the neutral zone.
Forbert with a couple big blocks already in this game on the penalty kill.
And as he changes, Lindholm steps out and clears. Tarasenko from Bobrovsky. And now Losterainen. Knocked to the ice by Coyle, followed by Tarasenko. Trying to fight his way through all that contact. Finds the puck. Shoots, saves, Swayman. And the rebound clear. Lindholm ready for it again.
Talking to Montgomery before the game, too. Forbert was put in the lineup for the first time last game, and he said he was extremely happy with them. Said he brought exactly what they needed. That's why he's in there again.
3 seconds, 2 and 1 on the power play. Out of the box is DeBrusk. We are back at 5 aside, and that's 20 consecutive power plays killed off by Boston. And again, not bad when your goaltender is your best penalty killer. And Swayman right now has been magnificent. And they're, again, very effective, it seems, on rebounds, Callie, of lifting sticks, creating traffic, and getting clears.
Yeah, they're not allowing that second opportunity. And
that one floats in, and that's fought off to the near wall by Swayman. Taken by Ekblad. Shoots for the end boards. Stenlund after it. Walderspoon was ready for the carom. Cousins now has it. He tries to get the cycle going. Behind the net, Stenlund. Checked by Lohrei. Stenlund, though, puts it in the near corner. Stick lift from Geekie. Stenlund ties him up. The fourth line for the Panthers had some effective shifts in game number 1. And they're going to work here in the offensive zone. But it's lifted free, and Pasternak in a race for the puck with Ekblad. Ekblad just wins enough to create an icing call.
My phone rang.
The New York Rangers just offered Joe Sakic
$15 million upfront signing bonus.
This is a crisis.
So as you said, Callie, Jeremy Swayman picking up right where he left off in game 1.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed too, Florida, what they're trying to do, they're parking some guys on the side of the net and they're taking point shots, and they're missing that purposely, looking for tips or plays off the end boards. Keep an eye on that. They continue to try to do that just to get Swayman off his angles and get those tips in on the side of the net.
Verhaeghe behind the net for Barkov. Barkov sets up shop at the trapezoid. To Montour. Wrist shot just goes wide. Pasternak to it. Chips it out. Montour settles it down. Tries to spring Verhaeghe. Across the line, Barkov tied up with Wotherspoon. And again, DeBrusk is there to clear. Rolling puck will not reach the goal line. So Montour forced to circle his own net. One hands it up the boards. Taken back though by Zacha. Chips it left. Marchand through traffic. Zacha tips it. Score! Coyle! What a terrific tic-tac-toe passing play. And Boston's got the early lead.
And we talked about it early, his turnovers in the defensive zone for the Florida Panthers. And this is what happens. This is how it's going to end up in the back of the net. It's a turnover at the blue line. Coyle creates that whole play with his back check, and then he's going to finish on the back door for his first of the playoffs. Good back pressure from Coyle, creates the turnover, and then this pretty play. Marchand to Zacha to Coyle, back of the net. 1-0 Bruins. Little tic-tac-toe, but it all starts with the turnover from the Florida Panthers at their own blue line.
Coyle's first of the postseason. He had 3 assists coming into tonight. That's his first goal. So a 25-goal scorer during the regular season. He is on the board for the first time in the postseason. Give the assists to Marchand and Zacha.
And a pretty goal from the Bruins. A little tic-tac-toe, and they find themselves up 1-0 here in the first.
The NHL on ABC, home to the Stanley Cup Final.
It's time to once again believe in the impossible. The biggest trophy in golf is on the line. Who's big enough to take it? The PGA Championship begins Thursday, May 16th on ESPN and ESPN+.
Do you need more space? You need a General Steel building system. Text BOLD to 59583 to start designing your customized space. That's BOLD to 59583 for same-day pricing on your personalized steel building system. Text BOLD to 59583 before prices go up.
Bombas makes absurdly comfortable underwear. Made to move with you. not on you. Because your basic things should be your best things. One purchased equals one donated. Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
I found an app online. It's called Healthy Wages. Betting on yourself to lose weight. I can do that. I wanted to diet anyways, so why not make money while I'm dieting? I'm going to bet $100 a month for 6 months that I can lose 50 pounds in the 6 months. It is real. Okay, take a picture.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I lost 50 pounds and gained $1,900.
Get paid to get healthy at healthywager.com.
Brad Marchand has had off to a great start here in game 2. Had this unbelievable chance on the power play that he just misses. The puck rolls on him. You can see his frustration there, but throws the body around. No better guy to hit for the Florida Panthers than Tkachuk. And then he sets up this beautiful goal. Nice play to Zacha, over to Coyle, into the back of the net. Marchand's making his mark early here in game 2.
And Callie a 5-on-5 goal. As we take a look at some numbers powered by the SAP Coaching Insights app. Why is that significant? Well, only 7 5-on-5 goals allowed in the entire first round against the Lightning by the Panthers. They've already allowed 5 in this series, 4 in game 1. No team allowed fewer 5-on-5 goals in the regular season than the Panthers. So far, what has been a strength is a weakness against the Bruins. And it has cost them. Here's Oposo. Controls back to Kulikov. Gets a return. Lawrence in the corner. Checked by Wotherspoon. Leaning into Forbert was Cousins. A take back. Oposo missed. Ekman-Larsson has it. Wrist shot blocked in front. That looked like it hit Cousins or maybe Wotherspoon on the way in. It hit Wotherspoon, and he is now slow to get up. As for Boquist. Played it out. Turned back with Rune Lawrence, who comes in trying to catch the Bruins on a change. Stands on the shot, and he was hit by McAvoy. He now leans into McAvoy, but a missed opportunity there for Lawrence, as he had a lot of open ice, but fanned on the scoring chance.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that hit from McAvoy coming across after he fanned on his original shot.
Brazo guides it in, but he was shy of the red line. So icing is the call, and now the next Bruin defenseman trying to shake it off on the bench is Wotherspoon.
Yeah, Wotherspoon's been, these D-men have been paying the price so far for the Boston Bruins, blocking some shots.
Jim Montgomery in his second year, of course, trying to shake off last season's loss to these Panthers in the opening round when the Bruins had that 3 games to 1 lead. And they were able to survive Game 7 against the Leafs, make it to the second round, and create this rematch.
Yeah, he said he felt like that Game 7 win has just given their team so much confidence that they've rolled over into Game 1. And he said, hopefully we can continue that into Game 2. That was his worry. Could we have that dip of emotion after winning Game 1 coming into Game 2? But I don't see it so far. Boston looks good early on here.
Barkov drops one off. And the Panthers get things set up. Barkov to the net, off his stick, controlled by McAvoy, and cleared out to Marchand. Marchand gains speed, gets it across the Panthers line. Offside is the call, though, as it looked like DeBrusk was just a shade ahead of the play. Upcoming games on the Stanley Cup playoff picture tonight on ESPN as soon as we're done. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1 of the Oilers and Canucks tomorrow night on TNT. The Canes need a win against the Rangers, and the Stars will look to bounce back after collapsing last night against the Avalanche, losing in overtime. And Friday on TNT, it will be Game 3 of this series in Boston between the Bruins and Panthers.
Looks like Florida has changed up their lines a little bit as well. Put Reinhart back with Barkov. Now Tkachuk's back with Verhaeghe and Lundell. So a little change up here. Try to get the boys going, I think.
We are wondering if that might be a change that Paul Maurice would make to start the game tonight even. But he opted to stick with his Game 1 lines to begin. Now things already shuffled. Pasternak controls all the way to the line and floats one into the slot. Verhaeghe was able to outlet to Tkachuk. And now Lundell spins it in behind Swayman. It eludes his stick. Forbert is there. He'll try and reverse it. Lifted by Geekie. Held in by Ekman-Larsson. Shot towards the net, blocked by Carlo. Controlled by Tkachuk. Ekman-Larsson slaps one wide. Kulikov hammers down the wall. It missed him, though. Kachuk, though, straight away. Kachuk, one-timer, Kulikov, saves Swayman. The rebound loose. Lundell tries to pull it out in front, and Swayman will cover on the edge of his crease.
Lorenz comes in here, fans on the shot. McAvoy comes through, finishes his check. It's been a physical affair so far here in Florida.
You must be Isaac. Come on in. Here's my pride and joy.
Beautiful stair renovation, sir.
And they're covered with their home and auto bundle with Progressive, so you get round-the-clock protection.
So is Gabby coming down?
Oh, she said she'll meet you at the prom.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
Pretty cool, right? In 2019, Zach Moore got a tattoo boldly predicting his Golden Knights would win the Stanley Cup.
This is it. This is our year. I hope so.
It was not their year. They got knocked out by San Jose in the first round.
Shouldn't be that hard to change the year.
Game 2 here from Florida. The Panthers looking to even the series against the Bruins. Paul, your team is trailing 1-0. We just noticed you made an adjustment in your top 6. Is this just trying to get something going for the club?
Oh, I got some guys got about a -3 or 4 in 4 periods. It worked for a game and a half, and then you got to be able to make adjustments.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you look at, that top line of Kachuk, Barkov, or Hagee, and that's who he's talking about. -2, -3 last game. We're on the ice again for that goal against Barkov and Verhaeghe were. So trying to switch it up, mix it up a little bit.
Kulikov, his shot blocked. Rodriguez fanned. Feathers one back to Ekman-Larsson into the skates of Kulikov. He'll sweep one off the end boards. First to it is Rodriguez in the corner. Up top, Ekman-Larsson. Back to Rodriguez. At the half wall, a nice move to create some space. Wrist shot. And again, that did not get through to Swayman. Kulikov pokes it behind the net. There is Rodriguez. Slips past Lindholm. McAvoy checks him. Spins it past Luostarinen. Ekman-Larsson to keep. Luostarinen checked by Frederick, who takes the puck away. Stepping up, though, is Ekman-Larsson. It's still onside. Stenlund tries to dig it free, and now emerging is Frederick. He gains the red line, softly in, creating the change.
Great second and third effort from Frederick. He caused the original turnover, turned the puck over the blue line. He stuck with it.
Where will the offense come from for Florida? And will a reunion of Reinhart and Barkov at some point produce the offense that Paul Maurice is looking for? We'll find out the next time they're on the ice. Lohrei, though, behind the net. Feathers one off to Carlo. Out to Pasternak at the red line. He has his stick chopped out of his hands, looking for a whistle. Cousins across. Lohrei spins it back to Geekie. A good poke check by Lawrence gets it to the corner. And now behind the net, Oposo with a reach. He's pinned there, but moves it to Lawrence. Back to the point. Ekblad. Lawrence at the half wall. Cycles it all the way around for Oposo. Oposo guides it back to Forsling. Point to point it goes. Room for Ekblad with a drive. Save Swayman. Cousins shoved out of the way by Carlo. As again, Swayman gets help from his D, clearing his crease.
Yeah, his D have done an unbelievable job letting him see these shots come through from the point. And another great shift from this fourth line from the Florida Panthers. They've probably had the most zone time of any Panthers line, but Cousins is in his eyes, but there's no rebound. He does a great job making sure there's no rebound there. Then you see Carlo right away, even if there was a rebound, clears out Cousins. And the D have just done a tremendous job letting Swayman see the shots and clearing them out, make sure they can't jump on rebounds.
Tarasenko takes his spot back on the line with Barkov and Reinhart, it appears, as well. So these are back to the lines for Paul Maurice from before the playoffs. Bounced behind the net, Nikola. Out to the right point, held in by Wotherspoon. Coyle Through to DeBrusque, a pirouette in the right wing corner. Cycles it behind the net. Marchand skates onto it. It jumped off his stick to DeBrusque. Now it's Coyle. Protects the puck from the check of Reinhart. Coyle with room. Coyle a nice spin move. Coyle wrist shot. Hit the post! Over the glove hand of Bobrovsky, and it caught iron.
I don't know if Bobrovsky figured that Coyle was going to shoot that puck. It came off his stick so fast. He didn't telegraph at all that he was shooting it. Surprised Bobrovsky and beat him. Just couldn't beat the post.
Reinhart to Ekman Larson. Lundell. Swept out in front. Verhaeghe tries to tuck one past the left leg of Swayman. And he hugs the post and keeps it out of the net. It's still loose. Edge of the crease. Flipped up by McAvoy, not out. Kulikov to the high glass. It's swept by Lindholm right to Tkachuk. Held again by Ekman Larson. Verhaeghe walks it down. That wrist shot flutters over the crossbar. Karam's around to Anton Lundell. Seam pass. Verhaeghe shoots. Blocked by McAvoy. Kulikov puts it behind the net. Tkachuk is there. Walled off by Maroon. Tkachuk lost it again to Maroon. Speed from Verhaeghe. Got it to Lundell. Tkachuk behind the net. Tkachuk looking for a passing lane. They work it up top to Kulikov. Now Ekman Larson. One-time drive by Lundell, blocked by Maroon, and cleared to Boquist. Boy, the Bruins have blocked 12 shot attempts already, Kelly, here in the first period.
Yeah, they're definitely paying the price right now. There's no question about that.
Lori wrapped it around. Stenlund goes to work again. The fourth line back out there, but escaping, and a 2-on-1 through center. Zacha with Brazo to his right. Brazo shoots, Sam Bobrovsky on the rebound, put just wide. Wraparound try, second effort by Zacha, or rather by Beecher, and he just missed. Brazo with a point-blank opportunity and a huge save from Bobrovsky.
Beecher had a wide-open net. I'm not sure if that puck just rolled on him or not, but he mishandles it. He can't put it in.
Lori tied up. Rodriguez sandwiched. Frederick takes it away. Finesses one off the glass, not out. Moving in was Montour. Lost it to Brazo. He brings it across the line. Tries to feed one to Geekie. Back the other way comes Barkov. Minute to go in the period. Barkov holds, waits for some help. Finds it in the form of Tarasenko. Tarasenko peels, tries to tuck one to the corner. That was denied, and it's out. Ekman Larson sends it right back into the Bruins' end, settled down by Wotherspoon. Wraps it around to Forbert, kept it moving. Reinhart an intercept, but a blind pass found its way to Zacha. Good hit by Kulikov on Pasternak. And now Wotherspoon forced to retreat once again. 23 seconds to go in the opening period. Zacha to Pasternak. Alley-oops one, hoping for Coyle. Takes a big hit from Forsling. Lundell there as well. Pasternak wheels it around. 10 seconds to go in the period. McAvoy to Marchand. Marchand shoots, and it ends up in the near corner. Down to 3 seconds to go in the period. Reinhart trying to kill off the last few ticks on the clock. Does so, and that will end the opening period with the Bruins on top 1-0. 7 shots on net from Florida. 12 blocked by the Bruins, and Swayman stays perfect.
This is the chance from Coyle. You can see he just releases that puck so fast. Bobrovsky misplays it with his glove. It hits off the iron. That close to making it 2-0. Then at the other end, it's Verhaeghe, tries to outweight Swayman. Good patience from Swayman, keeps his left pad on the ice. And this was the last chance for Boston. They just can't get a handle on that one, as Beecher misplays it and misses the open net.
1-0 Bruins after one. Let's head back to John Buccigross.
Alexis, first intermission report on the way. We say hello for the first time. I am John Buccigross with Kevin Weeks and Emily Kaplan. The Panthers going back to the room. I think their coach is going to swear a lot in the locker room, Kevin Weeks.
I played for him. Yeah, he'll peel some paint. He'll peel some paint here in this intermission.
Always so composed and quotable with us in the media. Why don't we see that?
How about Brad Marchand? Oh, nose face killer with the big hit. We also preview Connor McDavid plays hockey again tonight after a little bit of break. The Bees feeling good, kid. Huh?
Don't let me go. No. Don't let me go. No. Don't let me go. No, don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't you ever let me go. Don't
biggest challenge? Uncertainty. Hidden fees, surcharges, who knows what to expect.
Turn shipping to your advantage
Keep it simple with clear upfront pricing.
with USPS Ground Advantage.
I get to love you.
Celebrate every kiss with 30% off everything. Only at K.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Select Cut mower, built to exceed the power of gas. Customize the cut with Ego's revolutionary dual-blade cutting system with 3 interchangeable blades. Featuring Ego's patented lithium battery technology, it cuts for over an hour on a single charge. And touch drive self-propelled technology makes it effortless. The Ego Power Plus Select Cut mower, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
If you are crispy, juicy, tender, and pickle-bearing, then you are the one and only McCrispy.
I thought water would help with these dry spots.
That's lawn disease. But Scott's Healthy Plus will cure it.
Lawn disease?
Been going around.
So, like, other people have it and it's not.
Pick up a bag of the new Scott's Turf Builder Healthy Plus lawn food today.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Hey guys, ESPN Bet is here. Finally, a sports book from your favorite sports brand. Now you can take in all this ESPN content and with a couple of taps, add a market you see in the ESPN app to ESPN Bet. You'll get a best-in-class experience with everything you want out of a sports book, a slick and intuitive design, and tons of boosts and promotions from your favorite ESPN personalities, including me. So, what are you waiting for? Download today.
Discover customer service. This is Maya.
Oh, hi, Maya. You robots are sounding more human every day.
At Discover, everyone can talk to a human representative.
All right, prove it.
Wait, are you a robot?
24/7 U.S.-based customer service.
How would I prove that I'm not?
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
At Not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina Chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell light. It hits. Hi. Are you at Not Howie? Food hits, right?
The Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just for late night.
Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion.
Welcome to the Lexus First Intermission Report.
All it takes is everything you've got.
Right now, Jeremy Swayman, the hottest goaltender on the planet. Swayman read it beautifully. Kachuk will carry it further and takes a huge hit from Marchand. Zacha tips it. Score! Kyle!
This is the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Another great first period for the Boston Bruins, who lead 1-0 after 20 minutes. We've talked about Brad Marchand has kind of a late blooming career in his 30s, has been so productive that he kind of is in the Hall of Fame conversation now. And again, his playoff production is a part of a Hall of Fame resume. And now his leadership with the C brings him to a whole other facet of his game.
Yeah, it does. And when you're on the road, you need somebody to set a tone. And Brad Marchand does just that. Oh, my goodness. Ram. Look at this hit. He's skating backwards like a D, too. And he closes on Matthew Tkachuk, and huge hit there.
He is. I mean, at the end of the regular season, he was starting to look like a 35-year-old again. He has this ability to dial it up for the playoffs. And as Jim Montgomery told me, when he levels up like that, his emotional control gets higher. And that, to me, was a response because they were trying to get under Swayman's skin. He's like, nope, not our goalie.
Yeah, Panthers got the early power play, couldn't pay it off. Marchand has an assist on the goal. We'll talk about the goal in a second. But first, here's Marchand with Leah Hextall.
Brad, after the first, your team is up 1-0, and you guys forced Paul Maurice to put his lines in a blender. When that occurs, do you guys notice the difference in personnel on the ice?
Yeah, for sure. You know, obviously we're trying to match lines, and they have so many weapons over there that makes it tough when they swap around. But you know, it doesn't matter who's on the ice; they're dangerous. Just the way they forecheck and create energy and emotion off of that. So we need to tighten up a bit.
On the other side for you guys, your coach Jim Montgomery said that this team, after the win in Game 7 and then in Game 1, has so much confidence in them. How is that trickling down throughout your lineup?
Yeah, it really is. You know what? In this game, confidence really can dictate, you know, winning and losing. You know, having the confidence to make a play or be in the right position. You know, just stay down and win that extra inch. It all comes down to confidence and belief in yourself. You know, we've had that all year, all playoffs. It's not anything new that we're dealing with, so got to keep that going.
You know, in the second, they're going to push and they're going to muck it up. You ready for that?
Yeah, you know, that's the best time of year. That's what we look forward to. We know that's what they're built to do that, so it's going to be a tough second here.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
And he's built for the Stanley Cup playoffs. And again, he got an assist on the Bruins goal. This is Boston Bruins hockey here. They score on mistakes. Look at Marchand here. Support Coyle on the wall. Bam! And then here it comes, Weeksy.
Yeah, this all the direct result of a swarming forecheck by the Boston Bruins. They do a nice job creating that down low 3-on-1. Excellent work here, Em.
So many people view Jim Montgomery as one of the best X's and O's coaches in the game. How about moving Zacha to the wing after he wasn't producing at center, taking away some of those responsibilities? He was so clutch on that goal.
He was.
And look at this, an assist for Marchand, the 9th player in league history to reach the 10-point mark in a postseason for 9. Look at the names on this list.
Unreal.
Okay, this is what we're talking about. This is what this man is accumulating as he turns 36.
I don't see any non-Hall of Famers
No,
there.
they're all in. They're all in. And the Bruins, that's a classic Bruin game there. And speaking of Hall of Famers, we have another one we're pretty sure is going to make it. Connor McDavid. No, not Weeksy. It's that man right there. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. I think he might be in Toronto as well.
Yes.
Here come the Oilers taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Game 2 of our doubleheader. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
This first intermission report is presented by the Lexus GX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
With the luxury and capability of the all-new Lexus GX, you'll never have to compromise on where to go. Live up to it. The all-new Lexus GX.
It's your anniversary today. You could have arrived empty-handed, but you exist in a world where it's easy to get flowers this fresh. Your door to better relationships. DoorDash.
And Doug. Limu, someone needs to customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Let's fly. Chief?
Doug.
Oh, wow. I thought you were right behind me.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
Waiting for the break of day. Wanting just to stay away.
Hey, Mr. Poacher.
Yeah?
Tired already? Here, have a Red Bull.
And then?
Then run faster.
Oh.
Red Bull gives you wings.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, still serves up bottomless chips and salsa in the drink, but now it's available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger, with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the seas. Now sailing.
Wendy's Orange Dreamsicle Frosty, this takes me back, man.
It's like taking a trip down memory lane.
I didn't know they sold dreamsicles on memory lane.
For the flavor that takes you back.
Get Wendy's new Orange Dreamsicle Frosty.
Time is kind of a weird thing. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. You can even take it back if you try hard enough. But what happens when everyone's fighting for it? When every team wants this time to be their time.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN.
Welcome back to the Lexus First Intermission Report.
Welcome back. Connor McDavid back in action tonight. Quinn Hughes, likely Norris Trophy winner. American-made, former Michigan Wolverine. That's game 1. It's game 2 of our doubleheader later tonight on ESPN. Goaltending wins championships, and suddenly the Canucks have 3 of them, but they would prefer Thatcher Demko, another American product, Boston College. What are the chances he plays in this series?
Okay, so the good news, by no means has he been ruled out of the playoffs. I know that was some of the scuttlebutt, but as he works back from another lower body injury, I'm told there's a chance he comes back by the end of this series. That'd be huge. Maybe more likely if they advance. But right now, Weeksy, we know they've got a ton of confidence in Artur Chilovs. And now this kid is 23 years old, already a folk hero in his native Latvia for what he did at the World Champions last year against USA, winning their country their first bronze medal. Imagine what a folk hero he would be in Vancouver if he takes down Connor McDavid and the Oilers.
That would be absolutely incredible. And Chilovs has been outstanding since coming in. He looks calm, he's composed. He's really comfortable on the stage, on the main stage at the National Hockey League level, was an AHL All-Star. You've got to give them a lot of credit. Again, your development model does not only end at the NHL level. You have to have that throughout the organization. They've done a great job of that.
It's going to be a great barn, great television. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Second period of Bruins Panthers is on the way. This has been the Lexus First Intermission Report, and every kid at Revere Beach had that haircut in 1990.
What did your haircut look like?
It looked just like that. Cue the Roxette. Cue the Wilson Phillips. Nice. Cue the Belle Biv DeVoe.
I had those things too, I'm not going to lie.
These new menu items at Panera are perfect 10s. They're also each under $10. More new sandwiches and salads, more in every bite, and more new options under $10. Come taste the new era at Panera and get a $0 delivery fee for a limited time.
I'm not paying right now.
I'm not gonna argue. We're gonna settle this how we always do.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, look at the assist. He scored!
The great ones always put the team first. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
To start a business, you need an idea.
It's a pillow with a speaker in it.
That's right, Craig. A team that's highly competent.
I'm just here for the internet. AT&T, it's super fast.
Reliable.
You locked us out?
Solution-oriented. And most importantly,
Is the internet out?
Don't worry, we have AT&T internet backup.
the next level network.
I sold a pillow.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops.
Us? Not us.
And there's not a no-look pass, double-double, or a buzzer beater he won't wax poetic on, ad nauseum. But oh, how he can nail a software solution like the best high-screen pick-and-roll you've ever seen. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Ron with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
Rumor has it that our new New York-style pizza is Domino's best pizza yet. Made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin and cut into 6 foldable slices. Rumor also has it that you might have to fight over the last slice. Order Domino's New York-style tonight and see for yourself.
It's done. The goal of the year, part of the past. The celebrations, forgotten. The history. We're back to a blank slate. Clean ice. All that matters now is what happens next. The Stanley Cup playoffs continue on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
If you have ugly yellow toe fungus, let me tell you about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. It's called Crystal Flush. It works from the inside and the outside. I mean, he tried everything. Nothing helped. His toes were nasty. Crystal Flush is the only thing that's worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. And you can try it risk-free. You have nothing to lose. Go check it out now. Go to crystalflush.com.
This is a keepsake frame. This is actually a photo from my wedding. I'm Adam Weiss, founder and CEO of Keepsake, the mobile app that makes it easy to have your photos printed, framed, and shipped to your doorstep. You just choose a photo that you love, you can preview it in over 100 frames, and in a couple of days, you're gonna receive your photo in a beautiful, handmade frame. So if you've got a special photo on your phone, install the free Keepsake app. We would love a chance to frame it for you.
A turnover. Here's Kachuk. Wrist shot.
Pasternak is there. He
You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN, presented by Geico. Set for the start of the second period. The Bruins with a 1-0 lead here in Game 2 and a 1-0 lead in this best of 7. Bob Wischusen, Ryan Callahan, Leah Hextall with us as well. Unfortunately for the Panthers, turnovers and goals scored off of them have been a theme for the Bruins so far as we do Get More, brought to you by Geico. Those turnovers have really hurt Florida.
They have 3 of the 5 goals that Boston has scored in this series have come directly off of turnovers, obviously not including the empty netter from Game 1. And as we look back on Game 1, this is one of the areas they need to clean up, turning the puck over in the defensive zone. This was goal 1 in Game 1 for the Boston Bruins, comes directly off a turnover. They crash the net, they bury that. And then the goal tonight, the same thing. It's Coyle who causes the back check. Montour tries to clear it, but it's a turnover at the defensive blue line. Boston transition, they set up a beautiful play. Coyle finishes it. But at the end of the day, Florida's got to protect the puck better, because when they're turning it over in the defensive zone, it's ended up in the back of the net.
And it usually happens quickly as well, as the Bruins have been terrific, creating turnovers and then countering. Coyle stashes one in the corner, but Barkov feeds the point. Montour snapped one ahead. It ends up being played behind the net by Lohrei, moved around to McAvoy and out through center. Coyle settles it down in front of the Florida bench, and alley-oops one in to the left of Bobrovsky. First there is Marchand. He was checked by Mikkola, and that allows the Panthers to escape. Barkov off the hit ahead from Verhaeghe. Beaten to the puck by Carlo, wound around to Lindholm and snapped through center. Pasternak with speed. Pasternak, centering pass off the skates of the back-checking Reinhart. And it's all the way back down into the Boston end. An icing call. Check that. Verhaeghe was the player that got back and denied that centering pass as we check in with Leah.
Bob, I had a chance just to chat with Paul Maurice right before the period started, and he was happy with the last half of the period after he made the line adjustment. So we'll see if they can continue to build on that here in the second period and get something going to tie this hockey game.
Yeah, after those line changes, I felt like Florida was all over Boston. Shot attempts were 13-3 in favor of the Panthers since they changed the lines up.
At some point, one has to get behind Swayman, though, and he has been absolutely terrific. Ekblad with room, walking in, toe drags, wrists one, just missed the high corner, and it's up in the netting and out of play.
Good shot there from Ekblad. It looked like Swayman actually got his knob on this puck as it was coming through. Hits his stick and gets deflected into the mesh. And Swayman is so locked in right now. You can just see it, and Ekblad does a great job getting around Lindholm, not allowing this block. Can't tell there from that view if it hits Swayman or not, but the way he's going, it probably did.
When you're good, you're good. And when you're on, you're on. And right now, he is both. 38 saves in Game 1, a playoff career high. And already 7 for 7 here in game number 2. Off the draw, Kulikov at wrister. Karams off the stick of Losterainen to the right wing corner, and Eetu Losterainen first to it. Stenlund plays it to the half wall.
And it's out to the neutral zone. Kulikov across to Ekman-Larsson. Rattles it around the shelf. Ends up in the right wing corner. Forbert put his body into Stenlund and then Rodriguez. Rodriguez, though, behind the net, traps the puck. Away from Forbert, banks it up high. Ekman-Larsson, wrist shot, sails just wide. Moved by Beecher, further by Wotherspoon. Played off the right wing boards by Forbert, all the way down on Bobrovsky. And he'll keep it moving to Kulikov. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by in the second period. Swayman plays it. Wotherspoon chops it. Montour throws it towards the net. Score! Was it Lawrence in front that tipped that wrister? The Panthers have this tied at 1.
Definitely looked like Lorenz, who was all by himself in front of the net, tips this puck in. You can see Forbert thinks it's going to go to the corner, so he goes to the corner looking for support, and in doing so, that leaves Lorenz all by himself in front of the net. Montour realizes it. It's a quick wrister just to get it into him, and what a tip. Out of midair, puts it top corner underneath the bar. Florida's on the board, 1-1.
In game one, the bottom 6 of the Panthers forward group didn't even have shots on net. Now they score a goal. As Stephen Lawrence was able to tip the wrister from Montour past Swayman. We are now tied at 1. And there is Lawrence with an outlet. Brought across the line by Cousins to Oposo. He wipes out. Brought down by McAvoy. Lorod has it float through his skates. That allows Montour to hammer it right back hard around. Played ahead by McAvoy. Brazo. Across to Lorod. The big defenseman brings it through center. Pivoting is Frederick. Hoping for some help. The trailer Carlo. That shot blocked by Reinhart. Almost a break for Tarasenko the other way. Ekblad. Ahead for the guide in by Tarasenko. Poke check by Swayman, but it looks like icing, I think, will be the call with 2:55 gone by in the second period.
Yeah, go back and look at this goal. This is how Lorenz gets wide open in front of the net. You see Forbort, he's going to go to the corner. He's looking for an outlet behind the net, but it doesn't go to him. It goes strong up the wall. Montour does a great job keeping that puck in, and Montour realizes Lorenz is all by himself. It's on and off the stick. He doesn't stick handle it. And what a tip this is. Out of midair, underneath the bar. Great heads-up play from Montour. And Lorenz with a great finish.
The draw 1. Back to Lindholm. Across for a Carlo one-timer. That was blocked in front. It's behind the net for Marchand. Tried to leave one for Coyle. The first two with Barkov. Stabs it ahead. Pinching in from the right point, though, was Lindholm. He disrupted. It hops over his shoulder. He gets it to Marchand, though. Poke check by Forsling. Not past DeBrusk. He'll drive one. Save made by Bobrovsky. And looking for the rebound was Marchand. It just floated out of his reach. Carlo trying to keep it onside and does to DeBrusk, who submarines under the hit of Ekblad. Marchand back up to the point, hoping for a return. Intercepted, and back the other way comes Reinhart through center. He'll throw one in off the end boards to the right of Swayman. Lindholm around to McAvoy. Softly off the board. Skating it free is DeBrusk. Gains the Panthers zone. Rims it around. Zacha and Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson won that battle. The outlet to Anton Lundell. He'll sling it around the dasher. Trying to skate onto it was Verhaeghe. Instead allowed it to go through to Tkachuk, but Zacha was able to take that away. Flipped right back to McAvoy. Gloves it down. Lundell takes it away. Moves in. Nice pocket pick by Geekie. A stick lift on Verhaeghe. Terrific back check. A great defensive play.
I don't think Verhaeghe even knew he was there. He thought he had a 2-on-1. Geekie with a good back check.
Here's Geekie. Shoots one through the slot. Sliding with Zacha as he was taken down. Lundell backhands one off the near boards. Stepping up is Lorod. Odd man rush for the Bruins. Lorod gives it up. Goes to the net. Gets it back. Save Bobrovsky. Lorod the first to the puck in the corner. Does a lap in the offensive zone. Pivots. Blew a tire. And now back the other way come the Panthers. Tkachuk scans the rink. Finds Nico Mikkola. And he'll dump it in.
Yeah, Tkachuk was just out of gas, and his line mates were too. Thought maybe he'd have a break there after Loride turned it over and blew a tire, but They're too tired to attack and had to go for a change.
Jesper Boquist tied up by Rodriguez. Forsling moves it behind the net. Avoids the big hit of Maroon. Protecting the puck, Rodriguez. Stenglund works it free with Losterainen across the line. Stenglund, wrist shot, glove save, Swayman, and he will hold on. We are tied at 1 in game number 2. Still to come tonight, though, Elias Pettersson and the Vancouver Canucks will host the Oilers in game number 1. Quinn Hughes and Vancouver begin round number 2 next on ESPN. .39 to go in the second period of game number 2. Now tied at 1. And it's funny, Kelly, for all of the talk we had of Paul Maurice pushing buttons, mixing up lines, it was the fourth line that got the game's first goal. As that shot from Ekman Larsson stopped by Swayman. Icing will be the call here with the fourth liners back out there for Florida.
Yeah, this line has been so effective all game. I thought in that first period they controlled the most zone time for any Panther line. They come out here, they get the first goal of the game as well. Depth scoring. Boston had it in game 1. Now Florida's benefiting it for here in game 2.
Of the 4 lines, this is the only one that Paul Maurice hasn't changed tonight.
There's a reason. They're going right now.
Oposo on the draw with Beecher. Beecher kicks it to the corner, wins it nicely back to Lindholm, and he is able to clear it out to center to Brazo. Frederick gets it deep. Kulikov circles his own net. And now Ekman Larsson. Center circle, gathered by Oposo. Right wing pass to Cousins. Works it a bit further. Lorai moves it around. Van Riemsdyk skates it out. Brazo through center and tosses it into Bobrovsky, who handles and paddles it to the corner. Frederick crashes into Ekblad. Cousins there as well. It's freed up. And Oposo able to escape. Gets a return. Stenlund goes to the net. Or rather, Forsling. And now Oposo tied up in the corner by Mason Lorai. Cousins digs in, as does Barkov. It's all the way around past Forsling. And the momentum will carry it back past the goal line. No icing. With 6.5 minutes gone by in the second period. Forsling tried to send it back in. Knocked down by Carlo. That wrister. Karam's well wide off the stick of Tarasenko. Marchand the other way. Flips it past Montour. Mikkola leaves it in the same corner. Marchand tied up Montour, got the puck up high. Wrist shot Carlo, save Bobrovsky. That time he had a clear view, and he will hold on. Tied at 1 with 13:13 to go in the second period. Coyle with the game's first goal, and the answer by the Panthers in this period. The Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN, presented by Geico, are brought to you by Enterprise for Lives in Drive, official partner of the NHL.
We love our new home,
Great neighborhood, big backyard.
but the lamps. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We saved a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
What a wonderful day!
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, rated PG-13.
The world is in constant motion, and you have places to go. Enterprise has more vehicles and locations than anyone, so you can get just the kind of vehicle you need, when and where you need it. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
We need a clutch hit. Derek. Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Game
2 here in Florida, tied at 1. And Jim, I have been watching you from my vantage point during the second period, and I've seen some grimaces and some head shakes. Are you pleased or displeased with your team at this point?
Well, I say I'm 50-50. I think if you watch any coach and you had a camera on him, we demand such a high level of execution. When it doesn't happen, we get frustrated because we know it can work.
How do you make sure you don't have too many one-and-dones in Florida's end?
Well, we got to build our team game. You know, we can't just throw pucks hoping for goals. We got to hang on to them, make them defend.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Your thoughts, Callie, on both of those points?
I think the big thing is making sure you're not just throwing pucks at the net, that you're holding on to them. You want to make Florida defend. Florida right now has 2.5 more minutes of zone time in the offensive zone than Boston does. That just shows me that, you know, Boston, as he said, is throwing pucks there, not getting those second opportunities, winning those second battles in the offensive zone to hold on to those pucks. And I'll tell you what, Florida, since they've changed the lines around, they've been all over Boston. They've looked great. Boston had a great start to the game. Florida's responded.
Lundell between Verhaeghe and Tkachuk here. First to the puck behind the net is Verhaeghe. He'll hold at the half wall. Throws one towards the net. Blocked in front by McAvoy. And he controlled it. And the Bruins not able to get it past Verhaeghe. Sweeps it right back in behind the net. Lorite uses the cage for protection. Floats a pass out to the neutral zone. Zacha leaves it for Lorite. Rink wide into the skates of Pasternak. He gets it deep. Takes a hit from Forsling in the process. Ekblad looks ahead. Long outlet to Tkachuk, denied by Lindholm. Offside is the call, though.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the NHL and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Both of these teams paying the price, Kelly. Right now, there's only been 21 total shots on net. There have been far more shot attempts than that. 12 blocked shots by the Bruins in the first period alone. So both goaltenders, while seeing plenty of shot attempts, are seeing their teammates get in front of pucks and pay the price.
That's what it takes to win at this time of year. Two veteran teams, obviously great pedigrees on both teams in a lot of playoff games. They know what it takes to win. That's blocking shots, paying the price, sacrificing yourselves. They're both doing it right now.
Rodriguez spins it all the way around to Montour at the half wall. Guys one back to Losterainen. Losterainen gets it deep. It hops along the dasher to Wotherspoon. And Parker Wotherspoon out to Brazeau through center. A bouncing puck ended up with Mikkola. And now Montour. A turnover in the neutral zone. Brazeau had to wait for Frederick to get onside. Van Riemsdyk tied up by Mikkola. Between the legs. A giveaway though from Losterainen. Stashed deep by Frederick, who heads off for a change. Mikkola skates behind the net, uses the long reach to get it to Rodriguez, but not out. Turned back by Boquist. Montour slaps it off the far wall. Wotherspoon was there. Brazeau behind the net. Protects the puck in the near corner. Double teamed and a pocket pick by Rodriguez. There have been 56 shot attempts in the game and 20 shot blocks. Icing is the call here.
As you said, there have been a lot of blocks, and Boston has been paying the price in front of that. That was Forber who got that one up high, but it's tough. I mean, if you're all of a sudden, if you're the Florida Panthers, you're not getting shots through, and then when you do, you got to beat Swayman. Get in your head. You start to find those little fine areas where you're missing the net because you're trying to hit those corners. You're overpassing because you know they're going to block shots. If you're Florida, you just got to continue to stick with it, continue to fire pucks. But Boston has done an unbelievable job sacrificing themselves and blocking shots, and then obviously having Swayman in net kicking it the way he is. Tough team to score on right now.
Beecher won the center circle draw cleanly all the way back past Carlo. So now the Panthers put some pressure on as it's swept by Brandon Carlo up the boards. Boquist got it through to Maroon. Maroon tied up. Ekman Larsson was there. And Lorentz the goal scorer. Rink wide pass to Kulikov. He puts it behind Swayman. Stick lifts nicely done by McAvoy, but hustled by Oposo as he gathers it in. Wrist shot, Karam's wide. Maroon Flips it behind. Past Forberg. Tracked down by McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy fanned on the clearing attempt. Hit by Pulso. Lost his stick. It's all the way around for Ekblad. At the right point. He's got some room. Hands one off to Barkov. Room for Forsling. Drive. Blocker save made by Swayman. That shot got through, and Swayman was ready for it. Barkov escaped. Seam pass. Shot. Reinhart. Save. The rebound. Score! Barkov! The Panthers lead.
This entire shift is started by the Lorenz, Opozo, Cousins line. Forechecked hard, kept it in the zone. It's a short change. They change and get the big boys on the ice, and then they go to work against a tired group that has been out there working against that fourth line. Barkov gets that puck off the wall, does a great job going to the net, gets body position, and he buries it. But it does. It starts with that fourth line. They get that short change. Ekblad with a great play on the wall right here to Barkov. And then Barkov, as soon as he gets it, he attacks. He gets it to Reinhart. He gets in the front of the net. 2-1 Florida.
And that goal, the exact recipe that you said the Panthers had to stick with. As Marchand off the neutral zone draw. Carlo's shot blocked by Tarasenko on the way in. Pops up in the corner. Tarasenko has the puck. And Barkov clears it out. But hard work, volume shots, fight for a rebound, and score a goal.
Absolutely, and it's all caused by the short change as well. Being in the second period, the fourth line went out there, got hard on the forecheck, had a lot of zone time. They changed, they get the top boys on the ice, and they bury it.
And home to Carlo, down to Marchand in the corner. Barkov walls off Marchand. Marchand has the puck through his skates. Carlo to the captain, on the move to Brusque. Stashes it behind the net. The cycle moves to Coyle. Banked up top to Lindholm. Backpedals and it's across. Heading to the bench is Swayman. Penalty upcoming on the Panthers. Here will, as Swayman circles from the net back to his crease, getting the whistle. A power play on the way for the Bruins. And confused looks from the Panthers players. If it's Mikkola, he's baffled.
Florida penalty, 77, 2 minutes, holding.
So Nico Mikkola to the box, but Cali hard work ties this game for Florida.
Yeah, all started by Ekblad on the wall. The top line reunited. Barkov buries, puts them in front, 2-1.
Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just a late-night taco. It's a seasoned and slow-roasted chicken taco that pairs nicely with the new avocado verde salsa at any time. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco, only at Taco Bell.
And my party of 3.
When you're with Amex Platinum, exclusive dining benefits and travel perks like room upgrades at fine hotels and resorts, wow, make going out for your favorite food take on a whole new meaning. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that chocolate chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wingin'. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
Nico Mikkola, 2 for holding. Cali, he looked baffled by the call.